All right, got the timer. I'm going to start it and then go into my speech. Starting now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my kitchen. Today, I'm going to be talking to y'all about the importance of keeping gun restrictions where they are and not making them more strict. I'll talk about the unconstitutionalism of making them stronger. I'll talk about how stronger laws don't mean better results, and I'll talk about how the laws that are on file now, if worked properly, would do what we need in the country. First and foremost, the Second Amendment reads a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. What this says is we as Americans have right to own weapons. There are restrictions on certain weapons as stands. Fully automatic weapons, bazookas, hand grenades, all these things you can actually purchase if you have the right paperwork. It's my dog that just walked by, I apologize. Also, from the article, What Americans Think About Gun Control, evidence from the social survey from 2016 by Steve Miller, 76% of Americans agreed to the fact that it's still constitutional for us to have this right to bear arms. What that means is over 3/4 of the country still believe that it is all right. Taking this away would enrage a large portion of the country and its citizens. Now, there are cities that have very strict gun rules in America, such as Washington, D.C. and Chicago. From SafeWise.com, Rebecca Edwards put up an article that stated the top 10 safest cities and the 10 most dangerous cities. Out of those, Chicago and Washington, D.C. were both 10 of the most dangerous cities, and 7 of the rest of the 10 were all within miles of that area. Now, the top 10 safest cities, 6 of those were in states considered the most lenient on gun laws. Also, Juarez, Mexico, which is considered the most dangerous city in the entire world, is bordered up to El Paso, Texas. El Paso, Texas is one of the 10 safest. It's ranked number 6 in the entire country. You have the most dangerous city in the entire world right next to the 6th safest in the country. And a large portion of this is derived because of the gun culture that is in El Paso. Okay, so there are also areas like London that have absolutely no guns allowed, and yet gun violence is on the rise there. There are nowhere in the world where guns are completely banned are you completely safe from these weapons. Now, if we look at a case against gun control by James Fallows, there are only 4 states that he states have gun registration, which means once you purchase a gun, you have to put it into a registration, and you have to get it registered for use. If we were to eliminate all weapons in this country, only those states could truly take them away from the citizens. And with those, the only way that you could get guns out would be the ones that are freely given up by their owners, which means law-abiding citizens would be the ones giving up guns and those that are in seizures. It's mathematically and physically impossible, monetarily impossible, to go house to house and take weapons away. The only weapons that would be still around were those of the criminals. Now, if we look at the Coalition to Stop Gun Violence.org, they have an article on what is called the gun show loophole. The gun show loophole states that if you're a privatized seller at gun shows, you don't have to have background checks on anybody. Up to 50% of these sellers at these gun shows aren't licensed in any manner. This is associated with approximately 26,000 firearms every year in crimes from these alone. Now, with all these states that I've given, the last thing I will say is this. We tried to take away in this country alcohol once with prohibition, and from prohibition, nothing came of it but more violence. It would be the same thing if we take away weapons. Thank you, and I hope y'all have a great day.